In this video I have a collection that I just bought a few hours away. We met in a McDonald's parking lot, so it's amazing how many collections I buy where the meetup is a gas station or McDonald's or Walmart or something like that. This one I had a good idea of what was in it before I bought it, but so there's gonna be a lot of Tatooine in here, Reflections 1, a couple ultra rares, a smaller collection, but I think I got a pretty good deal on it, and definitely some stuff that I need to restock my store with. So this looks like it was kept in really good shape. The Premier 2-player game box. Mine was pretty beat up. It was the first Star Wars thing I ever got when I was about 8. But let's see here. Oh, so the decks are still in the wrappers there, and those are still sealed. Made in Belgium. In a recent video I did, a sealed product video, we noticed that the electro binoculars were the correct version. So apparently in some versions of these boxes, the electro binoculars device card has a misprinted text. So I was kind of surprised that I didn't find the misprint. Apparently it's not every version of the box as I previously thought. So I don't think I'll open those packs up since I have just opened one, and it's not really worth finding the electro binoculars in. Got a nice Vader box here. Real good shape. This might just be sleeves. I'm not too sure. Not even. Okay, so a few clear sleeves here. That's a real nice Vader box. I don't have too many in this good of shape. Basically, he said he bought an official tournament sealed deck for fun to open it, and he happened to get a Vader, which is the most popular box. So that was a nice, not really a card pull, but pulling the box you wanted. That's always good to see. All right, Tat 4. So he said he had a bunch of partially complete sets of Tatooine, and these look like they're all sleeved. So if I need penny sleeves, I'll be good to go. One of the problems with sleeved cards is they get a little bit slippery, so I'm gonna be careful here. Okay, so maybe these aren't, okay, these are pre-sorted, that's nice. I might not even take these out of the sleeves then. That gets to be kind of a chore. So some rares in here too. But a lot of the copies of the same card and a white border boosted Tie Cannon for some reason there. That's a bit too big of a stack, so I'll shrink that one down. So I'm not sure what kinds of rares we'll see in here. The rares we do see, those are the more basic ones. Be interesting to come across a big stack of Qui-Gons, but it looks like he probably opened a couple boxes here. And these are in alphabetical order. End of a reign there. But yeah, these all look to be in real nice shape. Not that I've taken them out of the sleeves, but we'll probably get a couple of Jedi's Resiliences here. Very good uncommon card. Worth more than some of the rares from the set. Just because it allows you to take a allows you to take a character you just lost into your hand. Okay. So I'm guessing these boxes will be similar then. What did that say? Tat 3. Yeah. So these haven't been touched or played with much because these sleeves are very slippery. I'm having a hard time getting a grip here. I don't want to send cards flying. So looks like more light side. Yeah, these are the light side versions. Speed through, see if we get anything that really catches my eye, but I don't think we're going to see. Of course, we might not be in the right part of the alphabet. I guess I didn't even think about that. And this is light side anyways. Losing track. So there's going to be like a Qui-Gon or a Padme or an Obi-Wan. It'd be coming up here soon. All right, probably not in here. Shmee. So there's a few rares here, but the mains are going to be elsewhere. Hopefully. Got our rule cards. Quite a few of them, that's nice to see. Alright, there's a fun effect for Cloud City decks. So that probably takes care of the light side. Okay, some odd white border Premier in here, for whatever reason. So we got our dark side now. There's a rare. Always thought this was an interesting card. If they get hit, you put them in the used pile. It's good for at least absorbing the first weapon shot of your opponent. It's a cool looking card, and now it's a virtual mall from the Players Committee that does virtual cards. Some more of that effect. It's one bummer about the sleeves, they get a lot of glare for videos. It's hard to get the right angle. Maul's electric binoculars, so dark side finally has a way to do that, but only Maul can really do the cycling of the card with the electric binoculars. It is kind of a bummer to get a device that can only deploy on one person when devices aren't that useful anyways. And Maul's often going to be a target, so how often will you get to do that? Okay. Just a bit more probably dark side here, and then we'll get into the other boxes. I kind of looked over the top cards only, just the handful of ultra rares that are in here. I didn't see much else, but the price for the whole thing, with the ultra rares included, was good enough. So I jumped on it. But yeah, Tatooine, pretty cool set. One of my favorites. Probably the first one I bought a box of. But at the same time, seeing a big stack of Tatooine is not something I want to spend a lot of time going through. And here's our last stack. Sith probe droids, those are nice after the virtualization, being able to move characters. So yeah, Tatooine being a pretty easy to get set has a lot of cards in it that have been virtualized, because when you bought a box of Tatooine, there was only a 90 card set, so you were going to get a ton of duplicates of the commons and uncommons. It's a decent card. I actually saw quite a lot of those ones, so it's good to get a couple more. Alright. Let's see what's in this. What is that, a 500 count box? So this looks like a lot of white border stuff. Not really sure what direction we're necessarily going. Maybe it's both. Oh, no, it looks like that way. So this is okay. So it's going to be premium cards from the. That's his. Okay, so this is his official tournament sealed deck set. And it's probably the cards that he got in there as well. So just a mix of white border. We'll probably see. So he might have put these. They actually smell kind of new. I wonder how recently he opened that. But we got our New Hope pack in there. A Star Destroyer. That's a nice pull from sealed deck. Alright, looks like the rares probably got pulled out of there. I'll use a Baru Stew as my marker for these as I go through. Looks like there's a lot of cards and sleeves, so that means they're well taken care of. for the most part. Usually, I should say, not always, but it is a good sign. But a lot of white border premiere in here. It looks like the rares were pulled unless I missed one. Oh, okay, so here's our rare. Okay, so we put the... Oh, that's not a bad arrangement. Looks like you opened more than a few packs, or I'm not sure where these all came from, but a decent mix of white border rares, and then back into uncommons. Oh, there's a few more. A Mahdi and a Tarkin's Orders. That might have been the A New Hope rare. I mean, it is A New Hope rare. It might have been the one from the pack that he had. Whoopsies. Okay. Oh, so these must be the foils. Yeah, I could tell there was a little bit of a warp to them when I picked them up. That happens pretty often with foils. So, some real good ones in here. Ben Kenobi, I think he said he had a Reflections 1 foil set. So, that would make a lot of sense based on what we're seeing here. Some pretty neat cards. Kind of hard to show the foil aspect without getting glare. But, Yoda... That's just, I mean, Reflections 1's a cool set just to, when you have it all put together, I mean, you just got main after main after main, because it was the best cards that they took, at least at the time, and foiled them. Alright. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff there. I always loved the foil Falcon. That's just a cool picture. It's a shame it's not a very playable card anymore. Okay. It's kind of a strange mix of things here. I guess it was what he opened from boxes. And we'll get into our dark side half of things. And we're upside down. Okay. There we go. A lot of cool starships. Seems like half the foils in Reflections 2 are dark side starships. They even did the rinky-dink ties in there too, but they got the Star Destroyers. There's our Vader. Not the ultra rare one, but still the cooler looking one if I can get the right light angle on it. Okay. It's just a nice card. Anything in that Carbonite chamber looks really great foiled. Cloud City had a really good, not sure what it's called, color palette maybe. A lot of bounty hunters. Okay, so here's a light side card mixed in with the dark side. That's pretty common because it's Han as an undercover spy. They did that with a Leia too in Jabba's Palace, but she never got a foil. I should say enhanced Jabba's Palace. Okay, now what's here? Okay, that's Death Star 2. I wasn't really expecting much Death Star 2. Alright. Running short on these. A couple of lightsabers. That's not some bad stuff there at all. Then we probably got a bunch of commons and uncommons here. Flip through real quick. More white border premier commons and uncommons, I would guess, but some good ones. I always thought that was a nice looking card. All right, I know I'm going a little bit too fast to see every card, but I'll go through these again later to see if there's anything worth pulling out. At this point, I have enough white border premier cards sorted that I kind of just use them as packing supplies. So I like to use the 25 card team bags. And pack the valuable cards in between commons and uncommons. It's nice and sturdy. It's even a little bit better, I think, than in a hard sleeve with cardboard backing. Lets the cards do the work in terms of keeping the good cards from bending. So some black border premier here. Flipped around a bit. These must be tops. Not sure if they're the original ones. I don't think so. I don't really see a copyright date on there. Oh, but they have a coupon code, so these are newer, I would assume. Alright, lots of commons and uncommons. Let's see what this stack is. If we already had a foil set, maybe these are foil extras, I don't know. Oops. Or maybe this is a Tatooine set. That's what it could be. Alright. Well, now there's other stuff mixed in here. Death Star 2, commons and uncommons. Must have been a chore to sleeve those. Sleeving commons and uncommons, not my favorite way to spend my time. Alright, this does look like commons and uncommons, but some decent ones. Onyx 2 is a nice card. And a Dark Jedi lightsaber. Alright, now what's in the big box? Whoa. It's just a Lobot, he won't mind. He doesn't say much. Okay. So some pretty cool Emperor sleeves. I do like these. Oh. So Emperor sleeves and Luke sleeves. I was very short on these. And while these look cool, they're not the most sturdiest sleeves of all time, so it's nice to have replacements for my decks. Alright, that looks to be blank sleeves. Empty sleeves. And in here, alright, these might be the top cards. A couple Force Lightning foils. And Aris Singh alternate image, okay. So yeah, there was supposed to be a Tatooine set, alternate image and regular image in here. Looks like these are double sleeves, so these are really well taken care of. So we're going to get a couple complete sets and a couple of partial sets, at least in terms of non-AIs, or at least close to it. So some extra Sebulbas, that's nice to get those Tatooine mains. A lot of double sleeving going on, if I see that correctly. It's hard to kind of tell from here. Maybe these are just strange sleeves I'm not used to. But here's the main event. Okay. Perfect fit sleeves. These are for double sleeving, which is nice to do if you intend on playing with valuable cards. Or pretty much any cards that you want to keep in good shape. But a Luke foil and a Darth Vader foil. That's the ultra rare. I haven't had one of these in stock in a while. It's a regular Death Star 2 Lord Vader. Some places are selling this for $100 now. I can't remember if I'm up to that point yet. It's March 2021, but I'll probably be soon, depending on how well they sell. And then a Luke and an Emperor, and another Emperor. So a couple Emperors was nice to add to the collection. Definitely a Luke. It seems like it's always harder to get Lukes than Emperors. But pretty nice collection overall. A high concentration of good cards. There were a lot of commons and uncommons in there, but in terms of proportion, it seems like he trimmed down the less valuable cards, which is nice for me. Nice not having to sort through a bunch of bulk. But yeah, that is a nice looking Luke on front and back from what I can tell. Not, maybe just a little bit of edge white, so that'll be a good addition to the store once I get a chance to post some ultra rares and make sure my stock is filled out. So thanks for watching. I appreciate if you watch this video and any others. And I'll have a few more sealed product videos coming, probably some deck breakdown videos. So I hope you tune in for those as well. Thanks again.